Oh man. I was setting up the stream and I was in the lobby and they started the race while I was setting up the stream. Thank God I came back when it was still in auto mode. The reason I started streaming is that I had not used any of the regular vehicles after the update and it feels weird. I don't know, the Porsche doesn't feel as responsive. When I turn. This feels strange. Oh. See there? Oh. Whoa. Just feels weird. I don't know if it's my wheel, but it feels like there's, I don't know, feels heavier. Very strange. I'm surprised I didn't feel it with the 4GT yesterday when I was doing the dailies. But I mean, like I said, that was a new car, so no point of reference. But with the Porsche, it feels heavy. I don't know if they adjusted the force feedback, but I don't know. Very strange. I mean, I like it. I guess you kind of feel the car a bit more. But I guess it's just it's a bit of an adjustment. Like before, I could take this turn, just lift off the throttle a little bit. Now I mean, I really have to lift a lot. But it's like you can actually feel the weight of the car, which is, I guess it's good. But for those of you that joined, it was funny because I was setting up the stream. As I just went into the lobby. When I had finished setting up the stream and it came back, the race was starting. Good thing it was still in the auto drive. Otherwise, I would have crashed, or somebody would have crashed into me. See, going into these turns, it's, I don't know, it's a weird sensation. It's, what, with the steering wheel, it feels heavier. I have it at 80%, that's what I used to have it before, but it feels heavier. I don't know if that's the proper, I guess, the proper explanation. It just... Oh, I was reading the comments. Dr. Love Juice, is your fault. Thank you for joining. Yeah, it's good. It's like you feel the car more. But it's, I mean, it's a little bit of an adjustment. But now it's like, man, I can actually, I guess that's what it is. You can kind of feel the weight of the car. Yeah, and it feels a bit more stable with the tires. Yeah, I hadn't driven any of these cars except the Formula One car also. And yesterday I did the daily, well, the weekly at St. Croix, but I did it with the 4GT, so there's no reference point. So when I jumped into this lobby right now and I started using the 911, I was like, right off the bat I spun, because it's like, what? Especially on the first turn, it was weird. I'm like, what? It felt completely weird. I thought maybe, oh, I thought it was maybe I still had the setup on my wheel for Project Cars 2, but no. It's a different feeling. It's a bit of an adjustment. Like I said, it's like, see right there, it's like, how can I put it? It's like, you can actually feel the weight of the car as you turn. Before you would turn and you know the car will follow. Now no, it's like you turn and you can feel the car taking the turn. So it's like the weight of the vehicle, you can feel it. So no problem, Dr. Love Juice. I was just messing with you, man. See right here, it's like, okay, see this turn right here, it's like, man, what? It's good. But wow, I mean, it's, see right there, it's like, the car just wants to understeer big time right there. Wow. This is a bit of an adjustment. Now I'm gonna have to rethink the brake bias on this vehicle. I don't think that you have to be more decisive, because I turned the wheel, but it's like the car, how can I put it? It's like, I guess you can feel the transfer of weight. How, you know, when you brake, it goes forward. Before I didn't get that sensation with the wheel. You know, you just brake and you turn. And obviously, if you were going too fast, you know why. But this time, you kind of like feel it when the car's like. It's just weird. Yeah, it really surprised me. It does feel almost like a real car, closer to a real car in the way that it reacts. Like for example, let me do it again. so you guys can see. Oh, did they restart? Okay. Okay, he's playing around with it. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I wonder what is it gonna be GR3? Oh, he put it to GR2. Okay. In this case, I'll pick the Lexus. Okay. This is another car that I can tell. Let's see how it feels. Yeah, I know, right? GR2 in the start. I would figure it would be GR1. You're gonna be revving. You're gonna be in the limiter a long time with this car. That's why I wouldn't choose this car for this course. Yeah. But you know what? You will be able to tell, because even though you have a lot of downforce, you can, I guess you can feel the weight of the car, I guess. Let's see. Whoa. Whoa. I've never driven GR2 here, so I might need to change the... And I guess in that regards, that you feel the weight, the car's a little bit more predictable because you kind of know what it's gonna do. Yeah. So, but I think that the understeer has to do more because of the weight of the car. So, since you're used to just basically going full throttle, brake, and turn, you can't do that anymore because basically it's like the weight transfer. So now the car is actually, so that's why you were understeering, because maybe we're still braking too late. Yeah, well, you know what? I don't think it's been made more difficult because you know, you can adapt to it. I guess it's just a little bit more realistic in that regards. So the reason you have to be slower is because now you actually kind of have to brake like a real car. You can't say, oh, I'm going to brake right there with this car, because obviously the brakes and the weight. Let me read what you said. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Dr. Love Juice. In this case, I don't feel disconnected. I feel like when you turn, it's like you feel the car, but the understeer is more of a byproduct of the fact that weight transfer with the momentum. Like in a real car, you know, you have to, you feel the weight, so obviously you kind of hey, Dr. Loges, hey, that might be the case, man. Hey, I'm telling you. So now, I mean, everybody's starting from zero in regards to this change. So whoever can adapt to it faster will obviously be faster than the rest. But like I said, it's like the car, I can feel the weight of the car. To me, like, okay, I can feel the car is heavy. It feels heavy. Before you didn't feel that weight of the car. So, I mean, that's what I'm feeling right now. Maybe I'm not, you know, explaining it better. But that's, at the moment, I guess that's how I feel. See, I was just going too fast there. I needed to slow down. Yeah, but it would have been great if we stayed with the GR3. Oh, okay. Well, I try. You know, it's like I don't remember what movie, but it was a movie. Hey, Victor, it's been a while. I actually like the new track, as I was saying before. Um, I raced with it yesterday with the 4GT. I did three races. It's a real good track. It has the straights where you can pass. It has a lot of different turns. It has the sweeping turns, the tight turns, and then it has those turns that I don't think there's any other track that I can think of. I don't know, maybe you guys may correct me. But basically it's like a sweeping turn, and then it just shortens and it like cuts in. So you can't. I don't know if you see. That's the turn that has the gravel on the side. That's the one. I think that's the first one, and then there's another one that is similar to that. But the one with the gravel, it's kind of like a sweeping turn, and then all of a sudden it's sharp to the inside, so it can catch you off guard, and you basically you end up going too fast. Oh, and I think it's the turn before the last straight or the second straight that it does the same thing. It's the one with the barriers. That it's sweeping, and then you have to kind of like slow down or downshift. Otherwise, you hit the barrier. But I really like the track. I mean, like I said, it's a change. It's a change from the other tracks. It's really good. I like it. And I think it's long enough that it gives you the opportunity to recover. Alright, Dr. Love Juice. Whoa. Yeah, so I think the new tire models it's better than the old tire model. I think that it's better, and you just take a little bit to get used to it, but overall I think it's better. Hey, no sleep, obrigado, meu amigo. Hola. Ah, obrigado. Yes, yes, I had to come back. Um, yeah, the weekly race. Yes, yes, Victor. Oh, ridiculous. I think the game is pretty good, but you really have to know how to do the setup. Otherwise, you suffer. And I'm really basically half. I really suck. I'm horrible at the setup with the cars. So for someone like me that basically has zero experience with setting up vehicles, it'll be kind of hard because you're trying to basically do translate the feel of the car into the technical aspect. So then you really need to have a feeling for the car, which is I don't know if you guys saw the movie Rush when that great scene with Niki Laura when he's in the car with the woman and he goes, oh, you need to fix something with the car, and he goes, how do you know that? Oh, he goes, oh, God gave me a great ass. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie. But basically, you for Project Cars 2, you have to have a real good feel of the car and the way that it acts and reacts, especially in the turns, because then that way you can tell, say, well, for this particular turns, you know, maybe I'm understeering or I'm oversteering or maybe the car's braking not enough. So, so for a novice like me in that regards, it will take a little bit of time to get used to it. But I think that once you get used to it, you become a better driver because then obviously you're able to now set up the car, shoot, to your liking. And then I think when you come to this game, which obviously with the BOP there's not that much, but I think overall it'll make you a better driver. So I think in that respect, Project Cars is good for that aspect. But the thing is that it will take some time. So if you're not committed to that, then I don't think you'll enjoy it. With the weekly thing, yeah, you see, that's why you have to with the Aceto course and all that stuff. Because I remember when Gran Turismo were the first ones, you know, that's how. Whoa. That's how it was. You know, you had to learn the setup with the tuning. So, but then it kind of got away from it. No, I'm sorry. What I meant to say is that it's okay with the weeklies, but to be honest, I get bored with the same race for a whole week. And let's say there's a course or race that you really don't like, then you're kind of screwed because you have to wait another week. So that's why I don't like the weeklies. Now, obviously, if there's a good course with maybe a good cat, I forget who I was talking to. I think it was Leatherface22. He was asking me what I thought about it, and I told him I don't mind the weeklies. Like I said, if it's a good course, because then you'll enjoy it. But what they should do is, okay, leave the course for a week, but every day change the category for the track. That'll be better. To me, I think that would be a better solution. Leave the track for a week, but every day change the category for the tracks. Okay, ridiculous. Thank you very much, man. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. At least that's what I think. I don't know what you guys think about that. Whoa. So now I have to like readjust the wheel, that my wheel, for like the rotation, because normally I change it for the GR3 and GR2 and GR4. So now with this tire model, I need to change the rotation, at least the degrees, with the Fanatec, to see which one I guess makes it feel better. Whoa, see there? I was going way too fast. But I didn't spin. Before, I think that if I would have done that type of turn, I might have spun. Yeah, they should have more races. That's also a good idea. Bad Guy Caligula. Interesting name. So I think that's why people are going slower, because it's understeering, because people are braking. They're braking later than what the car can actually do. So obviously the weight transfer forces the car to understeer. Yeah, but CK, that's a great idea. They should have more races. Make it 5. Yeah, I mean, they could even do both. You know, add two more races, and have maybe the category switch for all the tracks. That'll be fun. And then you get practice on the different tracks with the different categories. But Project Cars 2, I'm not gonna give up on it. I'm gonna maybe do it on the weekend. Maybe just focus on it maybe on a Sunday. Just give it more time. And just focus on it and learn the setups. And then just get better at it. It's always good to learn something. I usually don't give up that easily on things. And I think that's what everybody should do. You know, don't give up too easily. You know, just try it. Sometimes you learn more when you struggle than when you do something and that it's easy. Yeah, you have to brake a little bit earlier. Otherwise the car's just gonna understeer because you're going too fast, obviously, and you can't make the turn. Now again, I don't know how the aliens will react. I mean, maybe for them it's no big deal. But for me, at least that's how I see it. So that's why the times are slower, because obviously people are braking sooner and taking the turns a little slower than normal. And those few tenths add up. But the car feels more stable. And it's a little bit more predictable because you kind of know, you kind of feel the car be more stable, so you kind of feel a little bit more sure about the car and what it's gonna do. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now the F1 car, that's a totally different story. So we'll see, maybe if he changes the track and we do a GR3, I could get a bit more feedback, especially with the Porsche 911. Because like I was saying before, when the previous track, he had it at Suzuka, and I went out like normal, and I basically spun on the first turn, which was, I was surprised. Hey CK, thank you very much, man. Have a good night. Thank you for joining for the little bit that you could. Man, everybody else who's watching, thank you for joining. And don't forget to drop by and just drop in, say something in the chat, say hi. Oh yeah, I wonder if they changed the fuel model for the... Do any of you guys watching know if the fuel model was also changed? That's my wheel making that sound. Razorhawk, his comment about this car, it's funny. I wonder what car he chose. This is not a good car for this track. You're revving it throughout the straights. GR1 would have been better. Oh, he left. Why did he leave? He had the fastest lap. Why would you leave if you had the fastest lap? It means you were doing pretty good. So those of you that are watching, let me know what's your take on the new tire model. Let me know what you think. You like it? You don't like it? You don't care? That was fun. Yep, the Lexus is better. It has, I think the top end speed is better. All right, Circuit de la Croix, GR4. Okay, good, good. I like this. Okay, guys, now you get to see the GR4 at Circuit de la Croix. And we'll get to see how the GR4s feel. So I'm going to use the Cayman. Oh, this is a different configuration. Okay, I've never raced here, so no clue. So... hosting? I'm not hosting. Oh, everybody's leaving. All right, let's see how it feels with the Cayman. Whoa. Okay. Ooh. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Okay. Okay, I know this part. This was the one that I was talking about, that it's winding, but then it cuts in. I don't think there's another track that has these type of turns. Oh, okay. Still not familiar with this one, so no clue. Oh, oh! Yeah, this is that other one. This is that other turn that it's winding. Whoa. Okay. Well, it's very weird. Oh, shoot. Oh. You have to go wide on this one and cut in. Yeah. It has a lot of those weird turns. This is just a fun track. It's a lot of different turns. It's fun. And it's wide. So you can... This is that turn. Whoa. Damn, I still went too fast. As I was saying, it's wide enough where you can pass. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Damn it. Okay, I could take that one faster. Getting the hang of it. Whoa! This is the one that's... Alright, gotta break. See, very sharp. Oh, you see, that one gets you off guard. You think you could take it faster. Ooh! Damn it. I was still getting used to the one for the weekly race, so I have no clue with this one. Just getting used to it now. Whoa, too fast, too fast. Yep, same thing. He fouled with me. Whoa, whoa. Here's that turn. You have to brake, turn in, accelerate. I think I took it too slow. This one catches you off. There we go. Okay, that was better. Jeez. Okay, so if you go on the green part, you get a 3-second penalty. Let's keep it in third. Kind of tricky because you could take that one flat out, but when you get here you have to slow down, so whoa, too fast. Too fast. Okay, leave it in third then. Okay. Definitely need to break at the 100 there. Okay. Okay, here's a tricky one. So take it in third. Oh, damn it. Too fast. Alright, here we go. Let's see how we do with this Circuit de Saint-Croix. Bah. Oh, somebody else has the Cayman as well. Okay.
I'm rocking.
Alright, let's go. Come on. Wait, 5 laps. Okay, here we go. Won't be able to take the Viper on the straights, but on the turns, I'll be able to catch up. Yep. Ooh. The Lambo's real good. Woo! I hope he doesn't quit. Woo! Ooh, not good. Yeah, group 4 now. Like the love juice. Thank you for coming back. Yeah. Getting a bit more practice on those winding turns, like this one. You wanna normally hit the throttle early, but if you do it on that turn, you go straight into the barrier. And then this is one of the other ones that it's sweeping and then it cuts in, so you have to like leave it for the last minute to turn. This one you have to let off right here. A little bit off and then accelerate. Because if you go too fast early. Hey Arthur! How you doing? Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing those pictures, Art. Appreciate it. Yeah, with the group 4, it's not that much of a big deal. But like I said, you feel the transfer of the weight. You do feel it a bit more. It's like when you do a sharp turn, you kind of feel the car moving sideways. If you know, I'm not sure that's a very good explanation. But it's like you kind of feel the lateral movement, like the weight. You kind of feel the weight. See right here, you gotta wait now. Because if you do it a little bit too early, boom, right into the wall. Oh, this is just for fun. I joined Oscar's lobby because he was at Suzuka with the GR3, and since they were talking about the new tire model, I hadn't run any of the regular cars that I use for the FIA, so I jumped in to test it out, and right off the bat I spun on the first turn at Suzuka with the 911, and I was a bit puzzled, and that's because, as I was mentioning before, with the new tire model, basically it's not that you get a lot of understeer. I think the understeer is a consequence of being able to feel the weight of the car, so you basically have to brake a little bit sooner than you normally would because of that change in lateral weight. Forces you to basically forces the car to understeer. So now with the GR4, you can feel the weight, but I guess the adjustment is not as great as the GR3. Especially with the 911, that's a really good car with the turns. What do you mean, more power? Is that what you mean by backhand? Or you mean that it'll oversteer more now? Because the way it felt, basically it's obviously it was understeering, but because you felt the weight. Ooh, there you see, I too early. You know, I didn't feel it with the oversteer. I didn't get too many laps. I only did 4, so I really couldn't get. Ooh. I would need to do a bit more laps with it to get a better gauge on what the consequence of the new tire model is on the car. Or not the consequence, but the effect. But I like it. I like the new tire model. I like it. The cars are more predictable. See right there, it's like a gradual oversteer. Whereas before, it would just snap. You know, that's what the difference is. With the oversteer, it's like you sense it and it's like a gradual, so you kind of feel it as the oversteer kicks in, so you're able to catch it because you kind of feel it. I guess the tire traction, it's better because you can actually feel it as the car's starting to oversteer. You kind of feel it from the beginning as it slowly starts building up, whereas before it would just snap. And you're like, what happened? I think that's the main point right there. It's with the grip. You can feel it slowly giving away, like on the oversteer. You can feel the traction slowly giving away. So as the car is going into the oversteer, you know, it kind of starts slow and then it kind of swings. Whereas before it would just snap, and you're like, what happened? I guess that's a better explanation with the oversteer. I don't know if you guys if that's a little bit better explained. So in that regard, you can catch the oversteer, whereas before there's no way you can catch the oversteer because that thing will just snap like a fish, and there's no way that you can catch it. So you know, I really do like it. I like the new model. It's more predictable. And like I said, it's like, I don't know, you feel the weight of the car. I guess that's why you feel the weight, because you kind of feel the traction. You know, you either feel it that it has a traction, or you feel that the traction is giving way. Okay, that's good to know, Art. I'll probably do one tomorrow at the lobby and do it with Brands Hatch to test it out, since that'll be the first race, and then I can do a comparison, and I can tell you, yeah, you know, I agree with you, or maybe I feel it differently. But yeah, see, cause you notice how I never spun with the car with this one. I mean, there's certain turns that I would have spun, but I caught it. I kind of felt it, like I felt this starting to give way. So I think that's a better explanation with the traction, with this tire model, that you're able to feel it as you're losing the traction. So especially in oversteer, you kind of feel the backhand starting to slide slowly, and then obviously, you know, it goes faster. Whereas before, it would just slide and you spin, and that's it. You just couldn't catch it. Yeah, so you see, I didn't spin. Now with the GR3, it might be a little different because obviously you have a little bit more horsepower. So depending on the turn, because you're basically braking too late, so you're going in too deep. So basically you're understeering due to that fact that basically the weight is, I guess, it's a little bit more realistic with the grip. Oh, he's leaving? Okay. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Like the left juice, you know what? Thinking about it, I wonder how the Samba bus will feel now. Because even with the Samba bus before, you would slide. Huh. That's interesting. Circuit A, okay. Is it GR3? No, this is GR1. Oh, look, it's Marvin. Let's join Marvin's lobby. But you know what, Dr. Love? I think you'll enjoy it more. I, I, I think it has to do with the predictability. Because if the car is predictable, then obviously you kind of know what's going to happen or what it'll do in certain type of turns. So in a way, there's no surprises. And normally the surprises is what really pisses you off. Whereas it does me. When you're there, you're driving, all of a sudden, you turn and it spins and you're like, what the hell? That's right. That's what really matters. How will the Samba bus be affected? Because I will not take the Samba bus being horrible. Oh, look, the cool kid's there. Oh, CK's there. That's why he left. He went to ride. Where's Marvin? Oh, here it is. What is this? Oh, it's GR1. Okay. Yeah, let's see it now with GR1. Like the love juice. Let's see how it feels. Let me put this on. Where's the ammo beginner? Where the hell am I missing it? Oh, here it is. Damn, sometimes I wonder why you can't find stuff. Yeah, no, I agree with you. The 911 initially it would just spin. Oh, did I enter the track? Shit. I don't even know if I entered the track. All right. Yeah, okay. I entered the track. Okay. We'll see it now with the GR1. I don't. Is this a long? No, this is not the long track. I don't know this course either, so I'm glad I'm in the back. Is this the one that I was racing? I can't even tell. You see right there, I felt the car kind of like grip. Whoa. Whoa, shit. Oh, my bad. Oh my god, that was my bad. My bad. Before, I think I would have spun. Oh, that's Marvin. I don't want to take Marvin out. Oh, man. Oh. We both. I really don't know where I'm going, so. Yeah, I know, dive bomb. Yeah, that was my fault. That was. I don't know this particular configuration, so. And I don't want to take Marvin out, so. Oh. Oh, this is from the other side. Oh, well, interesting. Oh, make a right here? Oh. Wow, this one is totally different. Ooh, one of those winding turns. Wow. Oh man, Art, I love this track. This track is fun. And Dr. Lovejoy, if you're still there, there's a part that I let go of the throttle and I kind of turned and I felt the car grip. I actually felt the car is like, you know how kind of, you know when cars kind of like slide, but then they gain the grip and then they kind of like, they do that little, I don't know what, like a little recoil. I felt the car do that. So I think that the tire model uh, gives you a better feel of the grip itself. So I think that the tire model it's much better. And I think that after a while, when people get used to it, the times will be going back up again. What about you, Art? What do you think? Do you like this track? Oh, he's leaving. Whoa. Alright, so I guess might as well leave then. Alright. Well, I think that'll be it for me then. But I don't even know which ones they are. I think this one was A. I like the big one. I like the actual the whole layout, whichever one that one is. I like that one. This one it's okay, but I just recently just kind of got the hang of the regular one, the one that's on the weekly race. So doing the there's two other versions. I don't know. I really can't tell because I've only done them once now. This one I just did. I've just done it once, and the other one on the previous lobby you just did it once as well. Then C, I like C. C is real good. If this one is A, the one that we just did, it's okay, but I the first time I do it, so I have no clue where the breaking points were and all that stuff. But it felt real nice. It felt good. But like I was saying, as far as the new tire compound, I like it a lot. From what I've learned so far is with the GR4, I felt that the oversteer is more predictable. You can feel the oversteer, so you can kind of catch it before you get to that point where you lose. Oh, okay. This let me rephrase it. With the oversteer, you actually feel the car kind of losing the grip, so you're able to catch it before it gets to the point where you lose the grip and you spin, that where it's just that whip motion. So that's why in this car, when I was doing it with the GR4, I didn't spin at all. There was a point that I kind of felt it like going away, and so I reacted to it and I caught it. And the other factor is, I guess, with the weight because of the grip. So I guess the slowing down aspect kind of makes it feel heavy, whereas it causes you to understeer because we're so used to braking later that maybe we should. So that's why the car would understeer. That's what I felt with the GR3 with the 911. With the GR1, I kind of felt the car. As I was saying, there's a point. There's a point in cars when you kind of like taking a turn, or you hit the throttle and it kind of like you kind of slide, but then the car kind of like reacts and it does like a jerky motion because it gains traction, like in the Formula One cars. Whereas I don't know if you've seen it where they kind of turn, they kind of slide a little bit, and then it kind of like grips the tires, and then they like do this little jerking, and they continue. That's what I felt with the GR1, and I didn't spin because normally with the GR1 you would be able to easily spin before. So overall, I think the new tire compound is really great. It's a bit more realistic. So I think that once we get more time with it, everybody, initially when it's a learning curve. So obviously in the beginning, you're gonna be slower. It's kind of like when you start driving. But once you get the handle of the predictability of the tires and you know how the car is gonna react, then you simply adjust to that, and then you're gonna go faster. Not necessarily faster than before, maybe yes or no, that it all depends, but you'll be back to where you were before. Maybe a little bit slower, maybe a little bit faster. It all depends obviously on your driving and the car, because each car I'm sure will react differently. um as far as the fuel art, I didn't really, the few times that I was on the tracks, it was short, so I couldn't really make a determination on the fuel. Tomorrow, that's what I'll do. If you want to join, if you're available, maybe tomorrow, and anybody else, I'll do a lobby. And what we'll do is we can do GR3 and then GR4 on the tracks that we're gonna do the FI races, and then what? Maybe we could do short runs so you can get kind of used to the car itself and the tire model if you haven't already raced, of course. Oh, I mean, driven, and then we could do like an. Sorry about that. My mic just went off. I don't know what happened. like I was saying, we could do an actual race distance, and then we can kind of gauge the fuel. Because I really didn't, I wasn't really checking the fuel. I was more trying to get the feel for the tires. But that's my overall take. I don't know about you, Art. I mean, I'm sure you've raced. Do you kind of agree, or do you disagree, or do you have a different take on it? Or whoever's on the stream, if you've driven, what's your take on the new tire model? Let me know. Maybe there's something maybe we can determine maybe more under a better understanding of this tire model. But overall, I think I like it, and I think that the predictability of it is gonna help with the racing, because before you would just oversteer and you lose it, like without even realizing it, you're losing it, and basically you're like wondering what the hell happened, which it happened to me a lot, especially with the 911. But now, I when I was racing the 911 for those few laps, I didn't feel the oversteer at all. I was more kind of getting used to the understeer. Whereas before that's what I need to test, because before the 911 on second gear, it would oversteer very easily. I mean, you just hit that sucker and you will spin. Hey, Avril, thank you for the comment. Thank you for joining. I don't know, to be honest. I haven't read anything. I really haven't looked into it. But if they were to do that, especially for the final, I think that it would act an additional layer of tactics that we're not used to. So now it's going to depend on many factors, on how you manage your fuel, how you manage your tires, and then obviously depending on how you qualify, then you can kind of play around with that. Because just like in any race, let's say you have a bad qualifying, but maybe because you have a better tactic, especially with your tires and your fuel conservation or whatever that may be, you might be able to benefit from it. So, but like I said, I don't know so far that they've added a different tire compound mixture. Oh, really? So art. So the fuel is very. Oh, Avril. I always ask my viewers, where are you from? The States, Europe, Central, South America, Asia. Let me know. Tomorrow I'll make a better, I guess, a determination on the fuel when I test it. I know that in the 911 I could do 6 laps. Yeah, Colorado. Okay, awesome. Well, no, thank you. I appreciate when people put in their 2 cents in the stream. It's always great to have people talking. I enjoy that. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. And hope you continue watching my channel and subscribe if you haven't done so. Appreciate it. Oh, by the way, have you also done some practice, some runs? What's your take on the tire compound? But if they did what you're saying, with the multiple tire compounds available for the races, that'll make the racing even more interesting. Oh, Black Diamond, bro. Oh, okay. You see, it's different now. I know. Oh, awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think about the tire compound? Do you like it? Do you feel there's no difference? Do you think it's better? What do you think? Yeah, I haven't tried any of the other ones either, but what's your take so far, at least on the hard ones that you've tried? What do you think? Do you feel there's a bit more predictability with the tires? Did you have the same amount of spins that you might normally Because like I said, the only two cars that I tried, which are the ones basically the manufacturer, the Porsche, the 911 feels like it understeers more, but that could be because now I need to adjust my braking, and it kind of felt heavy when you were turning. But they felt like you would turn, but it was kind of like a gradual turn depending. Uh, and I think that, like I said, it's because of the weight. I'm trying to explain it in a way that's understandable. Hey, Palace Station, thank you for joining. Thank you for the comment. I love the 787B. I love that car. If I do a lobby tomorrow, I'll try to do it between 6 and 7. Not sure if that's good for you guys. I can always do it a little later. Yeah, like I said, I think the physics changed because at least from the 911 and the Cayman, I think the physics is because you can feel the weight transfer of the car, so you can it actually feels heavy. I don't know if you felt that. Do, oh, by the way, Black Diamond, I forgot to ask you, do you use the wheel or do you use the pad? Because I use the wheel. I have the Fanatec CSL Elite, so I actually had to change my degree of rotation from what I normally use the 911 because it kind of felt like it was almost like a late reaction to it. Hey Marvin, hey, thank you for hosting. Appreciate it. That was fun. I'm sorry if I hit you. That configuration for that track, I didn't know it whatsoever. So I think I might have bumped you off. So I'm sorry about that. That's the problem, Marvin. That's the point of the lobby, to have fun, you know. But I'm sorry if I hit you. I don't think you hit me. In fact, I think that when I passed you, I went off, and then you went off behind me. So we were both ghosting out. So it didn't affect me. Okay, the Logitech 29, yeah. What time can you join, Art? Yeah, Black Diamond. Yeah, like I said, it feels heavier. That's like the biggest thing with the new tire model and the physics is that the cars feel heavier on the turns. Yeah, yeah, Mario, we're both struggling at the end, but that's cool. That's fun. Like I said, I didn't know the track whatsoever, so and I don't mind as long as we're having fun. That's what matters. I'm glad you're back, Marvin. I saw your video about the YouTube channel. Uh, how you were out for GT Sport for a while, but I'm glad you're back. It's cool to have you. And congrats again on getting the real estate license. That's a good thing, man. Oh, you're getting on now? Yeah. I don't know. Oh, oh man, no. I work 7 to 4, so I get on, either 6, 7, or 8 sometimes. It all depends if I have things to do. You're just getting on now? Like Diamond, man, I'm sorry. Tomorrow I'll get on a little. I guess tomorrow I could get on around maybe 6:30 or so, or 7. What time do you normally get on, Black Diamond? I know you're over there in Colorado, so you're what? You 2 hours behind? Oh, and Marvin, yeah, the new track, I like it. It has a variety of turns. Obviously, it has the straights, and it has enough room for you to pass without killing yourself or killing the other person. And it has some interesting turns, which I like, they're new. I haven't seen on any of the tracks where it's kind of like winding and then it kind of like cuts in. Yeah, it's gonna be 7:30 for you. It's gonna be 9:30 for me. So yeah, you're 2 hours behind. So yeah, I could do. I don't know what's the earliest you can get on, Black Diamond? Because then since I'm 2 hours. since I'm 2 hours ahead. I don't know what's going on with my headset. It like keeps dying out, so I'm just connecting it now for power. So yeah, so I mean, so 6 to 8, so that'll be 8 to 9. Okay, all right. Then I could try to get on tomorrow on 7. And then we can have a bit more people. Hey Art, thank you very much, man. Thank you for joining again. Thank you for the pictures. Appreciate that. And have a good night. See you tomorrow. So yeah, so I guess tomorrow I'll try to get on around 7:30. And then you can get on Black Diamond. If you once you get on, shoot me a message, and we can I can set up a lobby, or you can set up a lobby wherever. It doesn't matter to me, as long as we get to do some laps, and we keep testing, so we can get better. But that'll be it for me, because I tried Project Cars earlier, and that's since that one you actually have to use setups, and I just don't know anything with the setups. So I'm horrible. That will take some time. Yeah. No, you're right, man. We gotta get improving. You always get better. More practice, you get better. So it takes time. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Hey, thank you, Black Diamond. Appreciate you joining, man, and you started chatting. Appreciate it. And Marvin, thank you very much for hosting. Albeit it was quite short, but it was fun. So everybody else who's watching, thank you very much. Subscribe if you like. Give it the old like button. Helps me out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And hope you all have a good night.